Hi friends, this is Mainak Misra and welcome back to my channel. Today I will discuss with you Aki Kaurismaki's Fallen Leaves. Aki Kaurismaki is one of the most important figures in world cinema. His films portray the tales of simple, marginalized working class people. His recent retro style, minimalistic tragicomedy, romantic tragicomedy, Fallen Leaves is no exception. In the film, two working class lonely souls, Ansa and Holappa, meet at a bar for the first time and fall in love. However, their romance goes through multiple ups and downs. They are thrown out of their jobs quite a few times. They have unstable lives. They struggle to make ends meet. Fallen Leaves is set in bleak, dark, and calm Helsinki. However, Kaurismäki binds the film with a touch of comedy. This is a very serious film, but he weaves this seriousness with a touch of comedy. But that seriousness is reflected in the daily lives of its characters. Ansa and Hulappa look depressed most of the times. Kaurismäki also shows hope and optimism. Fallen Leaves is a film about common people, their struggle, and a deep longing for love. It is a retro style, minimalistic, romantic tragicomedy. Kaurismäki himself is a man of few words, so unnecessary drama, dialogue, action, emotion are stripped of his films. There is no doubt that Fallen Leaves is a very serious film. Ansa and Holappa struggle to earn their livelihoods. They are thrown out of their jobs multiple times. They are drifted here and there in the world, in the wind, in the tragic wind of society, the whirlpool of society. However, Kaurismäki also infuses a very deep touch of comedy, light mood, and romanticism into the film. Ansa and Holappa are deeply in love and they cannot stay without each other. When Holappa loses Ansa's phone number, which she had written on a piece of paper, Holappa keeps returning and waiting outside the theater. When Ansa loses her job, Holappa buys her a coffee and pastry. When Holappa meets with an accident and Ansa comes to know from Hudari, she immediately rushes to the hospital and keeps visiting and reading something to Holappa to get him out of the coma. And in the end, they reunite and walk away happily. So this is a yes, a retro looking, minimalistic, but also a romantic tragicomedy. It's a beautiful and melancholic love story. And this film, as I mentioned earlier, it carries Kaurismaki's signature retro style. Even though it was made in 2023, it looks like a film made in 1960s or 1970s. No modern gadget is featured in the film. The only contemporary event that is featured in the film is infamous Russia-Ukraine war, which is heard multiple times on radio as news bulletin. Apart from that, it is very difficult to guess the timeline of the film. You can fit it in 1960s, 70s, 80s, and this is typical Kaurismaki style. But the film has multiple night scenes which add an abundance of darkness. Even though it looks bright and colorful, but it has a vintage aura, and those night scenes add that darkness level. So overall, it looks like a vintage film, and it's a beautiful film. It's a beautiful film. There is no such background music, but Kaurismaki includes multiple background songs, and the most striking song is the live performance of the song Sintinit Shurunja Puetta Pettimixin by Finnish female band Mauste Titot. Again I will pronounce Mauste Tutot. And Kaisa and Anna, both the sisters, performed really well, fantastic. And Jussi Vatanen's performance during the live performance of the song adds an enormous depth to the film. It's a brilliant scene, and you should watch the film, and then you will come to know about that. Kaurismaki finished the script, this short and precise script, in just 5 days, and he narrated the story to Alma Poisti and Jussi Vatanen, who played Ansa and Holappa, over a lunch. And he clearly instructed to know their lines but not to rehearse much, so that their acting would look natural and spontaneous. And both Alma Poishti and Jussi Vatanen brilliantly delivered their performances. Their acting looks natural, sympathetic, empathetic, spontaneous, restrained, and overall purely Finnish. Brilliant performances. And Kaurismaki means cinema. He is an avid follower of world cinema. So it's very expected that he will pay tributes to the world masters, and he did that in the film. He pays heartfelt tributes to multiple world masters like Bresson, Godard, Jim Jarmusch, David Lean, Luciano Visconti. Ansa and Holappa watch Jim Jarmusch's zombie film Dead Don't Die. And viewers can see the posters of Visconti's Rocco and his brothers, Godard's Pierrot Le Fou, David Lane's Brief Encounter, and two hippie-style guys come out of the theater and compare the film with Bresson's The Diary of a Country Priest and Godard's Bon Depart, or The Band of Outsiders. And in the last scene, Kaurismaki pays a heartfelt tribute to his all-time favorite, our all-time favorite, the greatest, one of the greatest artists of all time, Charlie Chaplin. Ansa's dog's name is Charlie Chaplin. Chaplin's immortal and iconic character, the little tramp, is always hopeful amid multiple diversities. In modern times, in the last scene, he walks away with Ellen at the dawn to a brighter future. The same way in Fallen Leaves, when Holappa comes out of the hospital, he and Ansa walk away happily to a brighter future along with Ansa's dog Chaplin. Such a beautiful and heartfelt tribute to one of the greatest, Charlie Chaplin. Both Chaplin and Kaurismaki portray the lives and struggle of common people, downtrodden people, but optimistic people. That is very important. There are so many difficulties. Yes, there are so many hardships. But also there is somewhere there is a little hope inside Ansa and Holappa. And they reunite. They are in deeply love with each other. And they dream for a brighter future. No matter what is their present situation, no matter how badly they are affected, no matter how badly they are stuck in the whirlpool of modern Finnish society, they hope for a brighter future. They want to go forward, and that's what Kaurismaki portrayed in Fallen Leaves. The title of the film has much significance. Trees shed unnecessary leaves to live long. Kaurismaki compares Ansa and Holappa with fallen leaves. They struggle to earn their livelihoods. They have unstable lives. They are thrown out of their jobs multiple times. There are daily laborers. So they appear to be trivial, meaningless, and unnecessary. So Kaurismaki deems them just like the fallen leaves of society, not only Finnish modern society, but the modern society across the world. So it's a very beautiful, melancholic film, and I think you should watch it. And if you have any comment, put in the comment section. If you and request goes again that please support my channel. Press the bell icon so that you do not miss regular updates. And thank you so much. Please support me. Thank you.